Great. And with this, we move on to yet another amazing session, Anjali. And I was just sitting with this next speaker, and it was such an amazing experience. I'm going to just tell you. It was like a few moments of interaction. But I want to talk about this man who's coming up next here for an amazing keynote. Okay, a lot of you would know him. He is a TLC Diamond member of TLC Cygnus, so a lot of you will be able to guess now. He's a serial social entrepreneur, guesses guys, an author. Okay. Okay. Any more? Yay! Yes. Can we have a huge round of applause?
Muthu has won the Keynote Speaker Challenge and therefore he is here speaking. For those of you who do not know what Keynote Speakers Challenge was, members who are mastermind leaders who are above LCs got a contest. 8 of them won and he is the first one who is here. You would have more sessions in the coming days. And thank you so much, Muthu, for all the things you do for us in TLC. And Muthu is talking about fail better. Are we excited? Yes. Can we have a big round of applause for Muthu?
Actually, just certain things that I learned about Muthu from what I heard from people, which I definitely want to share, and tell me if you agree with me. Say a yes, okay? That he's one man. Whoever gets in touch with him, whoever comes to him, meets him, bees with him, gets to the next level. Yes. The kind of motivation, the kind of energy, the kind of love this man exudes, what he brings to the table, he's always willing to go out of the way and help and support. He's way beyond his physical body, his thoughts. I mean, it's just a next level of experience, and I'm not saying this because I've not interacted as much, but this is what people say.
Thank you.
So a big congratulations and lots of love.
Amazing, the stage is yours, Muthu.
Thank you. Lovely. Yeah, can I? So you might be wondering on the very first day, why are we talking about failure? Because it's a very cliched word, right? Fail early, fail often, fail forward. So people are hearing this again and again and again, and I'm sure you're all vexed with that. So that's why I made my topic fail better. 95%, according to Harvard University calculated, 30,000 brands and products are launched every year, and 95% of them fail. According to Chet Holmley, who shared a stage with Tony Robbins, he says 96% of coaches who have started their coaching business struggle to take it further after a few years. So ladies and gentlemen, that's why we're going to talk about how to fail better to be in that 4 or 5%. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So all of us have failed, obviously, at something or other at some point of time. So it is not something new to us. But how do we use our aspirations to fail better? That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk to you about 12 steps and using 2 universal energies that all of us have to use our aspiration, our desires to make it better, so that success and failure won't matter to you at all at the end. So that's what we are going to discuss now. So there are 3 energies. For example, we are all itching for success. That's why we are here in TLC. So all the things that the wonderful introduction that they gave about me, I think I learned in TLC. I've just completed 1 year in TLC. My mentors, my vice presidents, and what I've seen from other members in TLC, I'm just modeling that. I'm not doing anything special. Okay? So that's the energy that we all have. So we're all itching for success. So let us say we have an itch in the center of our head. We need to do something about that. So first, the desire is to scratch it. Right? So that is the energy, will, or desire. Then our hand automatically goes and scratches it. That is the energy of action. And then, where to scratch it? How do you know exactly the spot? You're not even seeing it, right? And you are able to check where exactly you are able to scratch, but you still do it. So that is the conscious that you already have. So even to just teach, we need these three energies to work. It's always working all the time. So how do we use these energies? Because they're in every cell of our body, everywhere in the universe. We have these two energies, the consciousness, the energy. We call it Shiva and Shakti in Hindu mythology. They are inseparable, and these energies are always working in our favor. All we need to do is harness it. How do we do it? So suppose we have a system, how do we make sure that we contact with everybody? Because we use the model, we go to the internet, we talk to people, we share, we meet them on Zoom. So these three energies are always at work. How to use it for the better, that's what we are going to see. I'm going to share with you a few examples because every one of us who believes that life is a game of snakes and ladders will understand failures and success very commonly. Because success is not permanent, failure also is not. So to fail better, we have to first understand that life is a snakes and ladders game. And how do we use the aspirations step by step to keep winning at the game? Because it's also a game of chance. We can do fantastic planning, but it's possible that we are also falling short at many times. So I will take a few examples from my own entrepreneurial journey. So I became a serial social entrepreneur because of the things I saw around me which I didn't like. For example, waste lying around our streets. So we wanted to do something about it. We had a group of enthusiastic people. Some of them were just about 85 years old. So these people all came together and said, let's do something like the IPL. So the IPL was going on, and we said, let's do a competition to teach people to take care of their waste as quickly as possible. Because people are going on talking about it, how to get it done. So let's demonstrate and let's have a competition, because collaboration makes us good, but competition makes us faster. So we gave them a goal. We said 15 days, you will all come to a town, you will be in teams, and we will allocate some space for you. All you need to do is, you need to make sure that after 15 days, the people who are taking your service say you are the best. And if you get selected as the best, you will win 35,000 as the cash prize. So these are all the people who are unskilled. So they don't understand any other way of coaching or teaching. They just understand the value of money, and then they understand the value of commitment. They know if they can get something, they can get committed to it. So we wanted to host from United Andhra Pradesh at the time in 2012. We wanted to host a lot of people, at least 3 from each town. So no city was ready to host all of these groups. This is such a large group. So then we said Tirupati, because TTD, pairs food for so many lakhs of people daily. They have their chowdhuries. That's the best town for us to showcase this model. So we all went, sat there for 10-15 days. We made all the planning, and the commissioner backs out. He says Brahmochama is coming. It's a very important pilgrimage, time, and I don't have any time for this game anymore. I suspect he got a little anxious because it was a very complex activity. So we all came back to Hyderabad, we sat, we were very upset, and then we said, let's refine this. Probably there could be somebody who has the conviction in our idea. How do we convince somebody? So we thought, let's go talk to the Pollution Control Board. The next commissioner or the next city who is ready to come up, we will also collect some money from the Pollution Control Board and give them as an incentive. So we give them the training, we also give them the money. So all they have to do is have faith in our ideas. So one young IAS officer who had just come in, he was posted in Warangal. Every day morning, he used to get a call from the head office saying, your town is very dirty, you have to do something about it. So he was very eager. He said, guys, why don't you come over? I cannot definitely host all the towns, but let us have at least from Hyderabad region. So we hosted about 40 teams, and on October 2nd, we gave the prizes for all the winning teams. So that guy, that IAS officer, his head was on the block, but he was ready to take the step, and he was ready to learn. He said, I may be trained in IAS, but I don't know beans about waste management, so let me learn. From the sweeper, let me learn from the drain cleaner. Let me come in the morning to the field along with you guys. So that kind of learning happened, And these guys, as I already told you, they are all illiterate people. And we could not train them, coach them in theory. So we had a model called 70-20-10, where 70% is all about on the field, on the job training, 20% is peer learning from each other. So automatically, they told us what are the theories. And they were also telling us, why don't you do this way? So we were actually being coached. They had the intelligence and foresight because they were working in the field for 20 years, 30 years. We were sitting in the AC halls. So they had the foresight to come and give us suggestions. They didn't care what was our degree, whether we are MBA or an IAS officer. I think if that kind of confidence is there to absorb what's happening around you and you're able to deliver kind of work, I think that is what we call samadhi. It's a very spiritual space to be. And none of them, after the competition was over, the people were not ready to let them go. They said, you did such a great job, why don't you stay back here, don't go back to your towns. And these guys said, no, we have to go back and we have to do our work. Whatever we did for you, we are happy that you are happy. So they could able to exercise emotional control. So many times when we own up our success, we also have to own up our failure. So emotions play a very big trick on us. So let us try to detach ourselves. Let us control our mind. So then what happens is, whether you succeed or whether you fail, you feel the same. And that's an awesome feeling. I feel it every day. Thank you.